So, I was born in no.
The year was.
I came back to San Diego with Amy in 2008, completely sick of universities. The week after I got tenure as a professor, I resigned. Amy's like, "You got to get exercise. You're getting kind of tubby." And the closest gym was San Diego State. And I was like, I don't want to be around universities, but it's so convenient. So I went and I met Paul. And like legitimately, my life went like 45 degrees as soon as I met him. He was playing there toward a good direction, by the way. Yeah, not like Breaking Bad, 45 degrees.
You're lucky you met me at that time in my life.
we had so much fun, but meeting him and playing with some students and some faculty, it was astonishing. And within a matter of months, what was like 3-on-3 pickup was like 10 people, 15 people, 20 people, 30 people, and from basically 2009 until today, we've had between 20 and 30 people there. We used to be 3 times a week, now it's 2 times a week. And then maybe within 2 years, Saren, who's had the longest tenure at the ARC as a former alumni and a card holder, he starts showing up, and he's passive, and I love it. Well, he's passive because it's kind of like, you need people to kind of follow.
You mean he didn't just learn the game
So
last
you're kind of
year?
you need people to follow, and Saren was that way, but super generous, and he always remembered people's names, and that was very important because I would just make up names for people. Hey, fat boy. Hey, Kobe. Like whatever. And he was good because he went, no, his name is. We pushed and pushed and pushed, and then Kevin showed up. He was a nighttime player, probably as long as Saren maybe.
I don't think I was a late arrival. I didn't
You were
start.
like 2012.
Feels
You were
like
before
later than that.
Clint and Sam, I know that for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. And I did not like him. Saren was passive. Kevin was passive aggressive. He was a threat to what I was about. Incidentally, Paul was called the Dr. Shot Block, and Saren was called Turkish Hammer. I had nothing except for the fact that I was trying to organize this. And so Kevin would be there. He was like managing Chipotle at the time, and he'd be handing out free Chipotle, and I'd be like, "No, dude, well, give me some." But that's I don't need people liking you, but I'll take a few more. Anyway, so he quit Chipotle, and it was much better. We resolved things. Around that time, JR showed up as like on the tails of his brother, Josh. Josh was kind of like, I used to call him White Mike because I couldn't remember Josh. He played black, but he would look white. Well, he is white. But JR was just like chill, very chill, but good, but a little bit selfish, but a little bit good. And you couldn't tell what version of JR you're going to get at the day. And I remember like the first time I played against him, I was angry.
You're angry with everybody the first time.
But I was angry because he was, I feel like, I'm not going to stand next to you, but I feel like we're around the same size. But you're always like way taller than me. Shut up. I'll push you into the canyon. Nobody will know. And he was scoring on me like all day. And so finally, like, I'm just like throwing him around. I'm like, man, this guy's young. Not, imagine like 10 years ago young. I'm like, this can't be lawful. And so anyway, we became friends. I started getting him on my team, and that was that. Clint and Sam show up before COVID, and then that's when things kind of like reach a zenith as far as the quality of basketball.
Thank you, appreciate
It was because of you. It was not because of you. It's like you heard that it had reached a high point.
Yeah.
And you showed up.
There you go.
Sam had been coming for several months. When did you start?
2018.
Okay, I was gonna ask exactly what I was gonna think.
Yeah.
2018, it was the high point, and I was just looking. Paul and Sarah and I have our all-time best of the ARC basketball players, and I was just looking at some of them. I'm not going to say them because Sarah's recording this. They're 30 now.
Yeah, yeah.
Some of our favorites are 30 now. And Sam shows up, and she's good, and she's nice, until I like dap her up after one game. She's like, you know what, you remind me of my dad.
Yeah.
I thought we might have something here.
Yeah.
Okay, no, okay, fine. Your dad. And so then I shook her, she tripped, she fell over, slid across, and then I made the basket. Best play of my life, except for when I took Sarah into the same way. You showed up with James Brody one day.
Oh.
And yeah,
right?
yeah.
Look, came with
And,
Brody?
and I'm already like, that guy's on my radar. And so I'm thinking like, okay, red flag already. And then he's running up and down the court. Clint can do the court in like 5 steps, and then layup. 5 steps and then layup. Okay. And Saren, who's the, he's videotaping this right now. He's the visual archivist of the ARC. You've got a video, you've got a picture of me armbarring.
I remember that photo.
Armbarring Clint in the post.
Yeah.
I tried, and that was it. That was it. Then I just started picking him up on my team. So it was gonna be Clint and Sam, maybe Saren and Paul. JR was there. I'd get rid of Paul. I'm teasing. I get rid of Saren. Whoever would take either one of them, I get JR. So everything was great, and then COVID happened, and things went so south, and we lasted a couple of weeks, and then again it was Paul and I were like, this sucks. We don't have running shoes that make our body feel good. We can't go run around the block, so we found a place to play. Everybody had separated, and we started to call everybody back in. Whoever felt comfortable, we would play outdoors. I don't even know how Matt showed up.
He was just there one day.
It's sort of like
I
I feel like it was one of the, it's like Cheers, or like the great TV show, where like in the 3rd or 4th season, they bring somebody new on, and half of the audience is like, it fits in perfectly. And then I'm like, who is that bastard? Guys always saying, oh, Poppy, you know? He gets under my skin. But I gotta say, after all this time, like, you're my favorite. I would play with you. If you weren't a duplication of me, you'd be my first pick every single time. I didn't realize how young you were, and now you're like what I thought you were when we met, and it's kind of like, okay. But Matt and I are retiring from Saturday basketball as of today. You will never see us again at Saturday basketball, but I'll buy you an ARC membership. So, once things settled back down and everybody was okay, well, when the masks came off, Kevin, who did not have a beard, had like a full-on like ninja tan line. I'd never seen anybody with a face mask tan line, but he kept it tight. It says something about his commitment to.
Me and Terrell were the first two.
No, seriously, it's good. Like, you guys were healthy until Paul gave you COVID.
That's right. You were the first one.
But
I got COVID so many times.
Do you have COVID right now?
when everything came to like, okay, let's go play basketball again. The ARC was different. We didn't have the same flexibility of getting people in as those who came today know. And so we got to play somewhere else. And that's when we went to North Park, and that's where we met Vaughn, Josh, and Nick. And it was, I wanted to show up like the way I normally show up, which is like in pain and looking for people to be angry at so I could like play through the pain. But those 3 guys were the 3 kindest ambassadors of any basketball court I've played on since I was 14, and I've literally played weekly since I was 14. And you guys literally like charmed your way into the inner circle because I did not want to let you take my teammates away from me. But between the skill and the kindness and the camaraderie, it's been awesome. And I gotta say that, like, I thought that my basketball career peaked out in shut up, Kevin. I can easily throw you in the canyon with Nick's help. I thought for sure that, like, everything would have been peaked out in my 20s, as I imagine a lot of you guys have felt. But quality-wise, quantity-wise, I don't know if anybody in the world has as good of access to basketball as we have. And so I am very sad that Clint and Sam are going to leave, because they literally are like part of the radius, part of the nucleus that keeps everything in orbit. But that means everybody's got to step up. And then
Don't leave.
Yeah, well, or we'll die. But when they come back,
Play basketball.
don't let them back easily. Make them do a little bit of work. Okay. To Clint and Sam.
To Clint and Sam.
Okay, so we got lots of tacos.